What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got, for the singles championship, the Beast William Bibbiani taking on the android Marc Andreyko. These are two fantastic competitors. It could go either way. Me personally, I gotta give the slight edge to Andreyko because, as I'm sure most of you know, the Fife Club is my favorite faction. But regardless, this is gonna be an epic battle, so let's get started.
In the team tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown Team Tournament 2018, the theme is anarchy. 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 This is a bold prediction here, but I think that you're looking at a potential champion in either one of these guys. Absolutely. So it's a question as to who is going to come out on top. It's going to be a good match. Green pink? That is correct. Mel Gibson? That is correct. Swordfish? 3 for 3, flip back into Monet. 1 point. New Orleans. Wow. Wesley Snipes? Wow. Red Radner. Soccer. Kid Soccer. That is correct. Untouchable. The Firm. How High? Julia Roberts. Steve Rogers. James Franco. Still in Kansas, right? Oh, Stonehenge. Ron Howard. You have no power over that. That is correct. Sigourney Weaver. Dreamcatcher. Poison Drink. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. 2. Beverly Hills Cop. LA Confidential. There you go. Pinocchio. And your winner, pitching in perfect game and ranking, the singles record. Bibbiani just touted as the next great thing. A lot of people looked at him as a future champ. When he scored the most points in his debut, he didn't miss the question. There was a lot of hype, but then he lost to JT, which is kind of like missing the bus on the way to the swap meet. And that was in the season earlier this year, but he bounced back with a bit of a TKO over Newberry, and then he challenged Trish. Was it fine? I'm sick and tired of your so-called leadership, your condescending pep talks, your attempts to give me training.
He's not only going for the singles champion, he's going for team champion belt. We got a little surprise for you. We got someone coming in that's going to complement his skills.
Oh, it's Whitney Seibold. I know Whitney.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Whitney Seibold. Plow through singles, and we are going to plow through the teams in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Yeah.
And it is my goal that by the end of the year, at the Schmoedown Spectacular, I will be the very first person in the Schmoedown to have both belts, team and singles, simultaneously. And
had a great round 2, and then it just, didn't quite go your way.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
48 competitors in the Schmoedown world that will be going head to head to head to head to figure out who is the ultimate champion. Mr. Jingles?
Yes.
Bryan Cranston.
Correct.
The Grid.
Correct.
Andreyko.
Yep.
William Bibbiani is still in there after
I forgot to do this. It's going to be weird when it comes back. Congratulations, you're officially the free-for-all MVP this year.
Oh my God, thank you. I've come from the future to save the Schmoedown. If I don't use my contender spot to take you on, everyone in the Schmoedown is going to die. That's sort of crushing. Beast, say no more. I'm in. I want you. Let's do it. That desk right there.
Who plays the lead role of Jonathan E. in the 1975 film Rollerball? Adrian Brody. That is
Steele. James Caan. And your winner!
Coming up against the biggest force that you probably faced in your career.
I really do feel like with me and Sam in an evenly matched game with categories that, have been properly vetted, everything is working out great, it's going to be a close match.
I saw you have that manager's bowl thing with Tom and Jay, and I was thinking I would like to participate in that match. I know that you love contracts, so I just happen to have one here.
Okay, I mean, everything's signed. You're in. Winning the first manager ball, the Golden Knight! So, Emma Fight is your winner. Can we?
Yes.
Come on out, Emma Fight, first competitor. What? Oh wow. Marc Andreyko, I think, is a quiet 3-2. I think he's had some tough losses. Arguably one of the best matches of all time against Bibbiani. Marc Andreyko arguably has shown up and played his best. The more people are on the table, the better Andreyko seems to play. The winner of this match will play Ethan Irwin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your
If I've done everything I wanted to do in the Schmoedown, there's only one logical step left, and that is to walk away.
Walk away with and give up both championships.
Give up both belts.
Really what's going to happen here is that Bibbiani will play the winner of Andreyko and Irwin, and that will be our new champion.
And I could not think of three guys at present time more worthy of playing for
Any
a
one
belt.
of them. Name the three darling children from Disney's Peter Pan. Richard and Steven. And your we had something magical. We had the best damn match in the history of the Schmoedown, and I want another one, and I want that championship.
Look, you can do all your theatrics and your shtick here, and I'm waiting for you to start juggling flaming torches.
Ooh, I should have brought flaming torches.
But when it comes down to knowledge, I'm really good at the third round, as I proved here. What's your third round record again?
Well, I usually don't have to get there anymore. Because I'm so good, you see. Because you, not so good. You have bad. And everything bad.
What's my record?
I don't actually know or care. Because your record against me is really not good. Your record against me... Yeah. I want the championship!
Yeah!
Mr. Harloff, for this big event with two very dynamic performers. Though I have to admit, a little bittersweet. I wished I was in the corner here as a manager here with Mr. Jeff Snyder, but that's another time for another conversation. Well, because the roads that got us here it's crazy when you think about it. This is a sequel. We have Bibbiani and Andreyko here. This is match number 2, and the first match that they ever had was a classic. It was the debut of both of the players. Bibbiani at the time broke the scoring record. That record now held by Ethan Irwin, who Marc Andreyko beat in order to get here today. This was, their roads have been so different, so interesting to watch both these players. They've earned the spot today.
A lot has changed since 2016. I'm now on food stamps, but another thing there was Bibbiani took an interesting path. He was crowned a pre-champion, and that sometimes is not even fair to the performer, because we know his skills, we knew his skills then, and he went a little bit of a downfall there, took a different route to get back to here. So for him, there's got to be, in my mind, even a little more thirst to drink championship gold, because it's been like this up and down ride for him.
Well, of course. I mean, when you think of, he started off the season, it was tough. He lost to McWeeny, and he was 3-4. It looked like it was going to be over for him. Entered the free-for-all, and he has one of the best performances of all time. He goes something like 22 rounds, earns the MVP spot, and gets himself a number one contender spot. Then he knocks out, not TKO, knocks out Jeff Snyder, the former team champion, to earn that spot. So Bibbiani right now is on a high, but Marc Andreyko is 3-0 since joining the Fife Club. He was the first person to join the Fife Club, the first one that Emma Fife managed to get here, and he has slowly but surely, he took out Ben Bateman. He beat both Stacey Howard and Janine the Machine, and then he beat Ethan Irwin to earn his spot here today for the championship vacated by Sam Levine.
Yeah, which I'm still shocked about that there. I mean, retired at the top of your game, that's I respect it. I respected it when Barry Sanders did it. I respected it when Sam did it as well. And as far as Mark the Andreyko, I was around these parts in the Lion's Den cave when Andreyko kind of, was floating around and wanted to make this decision. I understood he thought maybe some promises were made that didn't come through, but that is the legacy of Dagnino, if you ask me. A lot of false promises, including things like paying bar tabs and showing up to give you rides. There's a lot of things that go into that there. But Andreyko, I understand it, and I always kind of begrudgingly respect him because I know his skills, I know what he can do. So
totally understand that. And here we go, guys. We're going to hear from both the competitors because there's a lot to be said. There's a lot of history with these two. Here we go.
Right now, I am standing next to who is sure to be the next Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Mr. Marc Andreyko. Marc Andreyko was the very first person who ever joined me when I decided that I wanted to become a manager. He left the Lion's Den. He is the reason that the Fife Club exists. And honestly, it's fitting that he is going to be the first one to get that singles belt.
Picture it. 2016. My first Schmoedown match. Marc Andreyko's first Schmoedown match. Little did we know it would go down as one of the greatest Schmoedown matches of all time. Or so I'm told. At the time, I was just answering as many questions as I could, and people told me after the fact that it was a big deal. It was a huge introduction, and it set up all these expectations, and it sent me into the Horsemen. Imagine if Andreyko had won. He would have gone to the Horsemen. I might have gone to the Lion's Den. The entire history of the league might have shifted.
Oh, after I lost, I instantly wanted to fight Bibbs again because we were such a good match. I wanted a chance to prove myself again. And Dagnino promised that, and I was with those guys for a year, and Dagnino's promises are empty and mean nothing. They're worth less than his wardrobe. And I made it happen.
I've had a lot of ups and downs, and this would be as up as it gets, and that would be a fantastic honor. But more than that, that's neither here nor there. It would mean that a huge movie fan has the belt. It would mean that a huge movie fan is here to represent not just the Schmoedown, not just the movies, but also fans of the Schmoedown.
All variables being equal, I think I'll be the champion at the end of the day because Bibbs' problem, he's a font of knowledge, but he can't get out of his own way. And he gets rattled really, really easily. And all it takes is, what did Heath Ledger's Joker say? All it takes is one little push.
Marc Andreyko, I've beaten you before. It wasn't easy, and I respect you as a competitor. But I stand today a Schmoedown competitor, and by the end of the day, I could be the Schmoedown champion. And now I ask you, what do you stand for?
Both want it. Both both want this title really, really bad, and they both think that it's fitting that the road to get to the championship stops with one another. Andreyko has wanted this rematch for a very long time. Bibbiani has wanted this rematch, and now they are playing for the championship. Ken, what's the tale of the tape?
Tail and tape. I mean, these strengths, I could almost just throw a dartboard. I'd miss, but I'd have to go up and throw again and hit some topics that they'd be good at. With Andreyko, comic book movies, he's a comic book writer, for gosh sakes. Classics, directors, and coming back late in games. He will even admit, that first round could be a little bit of a problem. He gets his footing then and comes back later with William the Beast Bibbiani. His strengths include Oscars, new releases, directors as well, and standing for extended periods of time. Something I can't do since I switched to wearing Converse more regularly, like most hip 65-year-olds. I can't stand for more than 2 minutes. He did the entire free-for-all standing.
He's done his last couple matches standing. He has not sat since the McQueenie match. So, with that said, you ready to play a championship match?
Yep, I'm good already.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 5 rounds for the movie trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Introducing first, representing critically acclaimed. He is the 2018 Free-For-All MVP with a record of 4 wins, 4 defeats, William the Beast Bibbiani!
You ever get the feeling like you forgot something?
Oh yeah, like what?
I forgot.
Now all we need is a bell and a book.
Behold, the primitive lightsaber!
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the union of John Ethan screaming to Edna Geraldine's skull. In lieu of gifts, please donate to this man's funeral.
Try Defco's new line of mini coffins.
The Screaming Skull is a motion picture that reaches its climax in shocking horror. Its impact is so terrifying that it may have an unforeseen effect. It may kill you.
Spoilers!
Therefore, its producers feel they must assure free burial services to anyone who dies of fright while seeing The Screaming Skull.
What if I die from choking on an unpopped corn kernel? Is that also covered?
Oh, talk about a cheap funeral. They IOU'd the corpse.
This doesn't seem scary.
Yeah, this seems like a garden variety movie.
Either Xanadu is having a really bad day, or Grey Gardens is having a great one.
It's not easy being gray.
Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cold
Welcome to the crypt! Tonight's episode on Golden Pond!
Bibbiani, will you hurry up? Your Schmoedown match has already started.
No! We've got Schmoedown slime!
Oh, that's new music. Where? Oh, there he is. There's the Beast. Every change, it's like a shift in personality. I love this, man. I'm a big fan of MST3K. Joel Hodgson's one of my greatest influences. I'm excited about this, man. What do you got? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He loves to stand. You don't need the chair. Wheeling the chair away because he just likes to stand. Ken, it has been good luck for him. Yeah. So he's going to do it again. Let's see. And his opponent, representing the Fight Club, with a record of 5 wins, 2 defeats, and 1 knockout, he is Marc, the Android Andreyko! Their hands raised are pushing, and Marc Andreyko's I almost said the challenger than most challengers here today. And as we look at the championship, a little weird not
seen Sam Levine with that belt, but now it is weird.
I will be sitting.
You will be sitting. I respect that too.
All right, so we've got both Marc Andreyko, William Bibbiani. The championship is there. The Fight Club is here. All right, round number 1 is going to work like this. The competitors are going to get 8 questions, all worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't forget about your JTE rule, gentlemen, and your challenge rule. You both have a challenge rule and 3 JTEs throughout the entire match. All right, so with that, Marc Andreyko, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Bibbiani, are you ready?
Mark, do you have all the feels right now? Can we start?
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! 5 rounds, here we go, boys, and starting with comedies. What 2005 action comedy features a thief masquerading as an actor, a private eye, and a struggling actress trying to solve a murder mystery in Los Angeles?
2005, the first year you actually said a word to me.
That's not true.
You had known me for 2 years.
2004.
All right. Facts are
Fuck off with the 2 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Mark.
It's wrong. Nice guys.
Incorrect.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
That's correct for 1 point. Bibbiani's striking first.
Second question comes in the category of biopics. What 1983 film tells the true story of the original Mercury 7 astronauts during the early days of the U.S. space program?
Both writing it down.
Yeah, I once drank so much coffee I thought I was going to Mars.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you're 5.
It was this morning.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. William.
It's the right stuff.
Correct.
Baby.
Andreyko, angry Andreyko? The right stuff is correct. 2-1. Okay, next question here, gentlemen, is dramas. Argo tells the true story of the covert operation to retrieve 6 Americans during 1979's hostage crisis in which country?
Where were you in 1979?
In Bowls.
I was crying at my preschool waiting for my mom.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and Marc
Afghanistan?
Andreyko.
The Iranian hostage crisis.
That's correct. And
Iran.
That's correct. Okay, so 3-2.
3-2. Bibbs with the lead. Question 4 comes in the category of comic book movies. What is the name of the king of the opposing Persian army in Zack Snyder's 300? Are you on Vero?
No.
Zack Snyder still is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and William.
I put down Leonidas, but it was wrong.
Is incorrect?
Xerxes.
That's correct. Tying it up.
Tie game.
3-3. Okay. Huge miss. Okay. Next one, as we tie game number 5. Question 5. Fantasy sci-fi. Which 2002 film features Christian Bale as an enforcement officer trained in gun kata? Thank you. Within a dystopian future where emotion is forbidden. I assume they're going to get Bibbiani will probably
Yeah, if he's quite correcting you from the stand there. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Marc Andreyko.
I'm guessing it was a Miramax release.
And Bibbs.
I don't know if it was Miramax, but it was Equilibrium.
That's correct.
And Equilibrium kicks ass, and everyone should see it.
Bibbiani back on top here. 4-3. Next one.
Free review here from Bibbs in the title match. Question 6 comes in the category of horror/thriller. Who plays Dr. Sam Loomis in the original Halloween franchise? Did you see the sequel titled The Shape, produced by Amateur Hour Films?
What? It was really good.
Yeah, it's great.
Donald
The actress was
Pleasant.
amazing. Yeah, 5,
Donald
4,
Pleasant.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and Bibbs.
He's very nice, very reasonable fellow, Donald Pleasant.
Correct. Andreyko.
He's also dead, Donald Pleasant.
5-4.
Facts are facts, Christian.
Cutting dark. All right, here we go. Next question is animated. In Coco, what famous artist appears as Ernesto de la Cruz's concert coordinator in the Land of the Dead?
I had hot cocoa for dinner last night.
Oh.
Yeah, just a whole box of it.
I thought you had a girlfriend. 5, 4,
I didn't even have
3, 2, 1. Pens down, Marc Andreyko.
Frida Kahlo?
Correct. Bibbs.
Didn't see it.
Ties it up here. They come in, they pick up right where they left off.
Is intense here. The 8th question is a Patreon question. The following question comes to you from Jeremiah Spivey. So thanks, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the show. The category is action/adventure. Action-adventure. In what 2016 action thriller will you find Emma Roberts and Dave Franco playing an online game in which watchers dare players to complete increasingly dangerous tasks for money?
I like the way you did what?
Yeah. I would say the answer is Patreon, but that's the way life goes sometimes.
5, 4, 3.
Hold on. I like this movie. I seen it in the theater. What the hell was the name of it? It's not Tag. Fuck!
2, 1. Pens down, Bibbs, and Bibbs.
That thing.
No, Andreyko.
This is a guess. Truth or dare?
Nope. It is Nerve.
So at the end of
I'm glad I didn't know that.
At the end of round 1, 5-5 tie game. 5-5 going into round number 2.
This is good. The pressure is off. We're not gonna do as well as we did last
All
time.
right, round number.
Speak for yourself.
Round number 2.
I am.
You always do.
Round number 2, the competitors will spin the wheel. It lands on a category they do not like. They can spin it again unless it lands on opponent's choice. Then they have to take the category that their opponent chooses for them. 4 questions, each one worth 2 points apiece. Unless you get a multiple choice, then it's 1 point, 15 seconds to answer. Both have all your JTE rules. Both have your challenges. Tie game, but Marc Andreyko is the higher ranked player. Marc, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
You're gonna go second, all right. So William Bibbiani will spin first. He heads to the wheel. The wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Jake Burnham, on patreon.com/Schmoedown. The sponsored wheel slices for today's match are Oscars and Classics. Thank you again to Jake Burnham. Thank you, Jake. Here we go. Spin. Gives it good luck. Early in this fight so far. Once again, Young Guns 2, not a category. Oh, it's good play. Maybe we'll do it for an exhibition. Jealous. There is no streak. But, it's coming around. 2. Could it be? He's, just avoid the opponent's choice. It hits 90s. Hits 90s. What is he going to do? He's going to spin again. He's going to spin again. There it is. This is it. Gotta choose this one.
Spin is a nice smooth spin there. I like that there.
Well, he's going to be looking for either. Right, yeah. Musicals.
Going to get.
Alright, so now we are at musicals here. Musicals, William, 4 questions in the world of musicals. Here we go, musicals. Question number 1. In the 1967 family musical Dr. Dolittle, the push me, pull you is a 2-headed what?
I want to say llama?
Correct for 2 points.
Correct for 2 points. Wow.
In Fiddler on the Roof, what is the occupation of the lead character, Tevye?
Yeah, I'm going to go multiple choice.
Is it A, butcher, B, cobbler, C, baker, D, milkman?
Cobbler? B.
Cobbler?
Incorrect. 1 point.
Could you repeat those?
You do get the repeat. Sorry, you get those. A, butcher, B, cobbler, C, baker, D, milkman.
Milkman?
For 1 point. Point steal. Wow, look at that. Okay. Here is the next question here. William, in 2014's Annie, who plays the Daddy Warbucks character named Will Stacks?
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. Jamie.
Albert Finney?
It's incorrect.
Oh, shit. Jamie Foxx?
2 point steal.
2 points.
And point steal. Last question here.
Damn it.
Who sings the now iconic Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas in Meet Me in St. Louis?
Judy Garland.
For 2
2
points.
points there.
All right, so Bibbiani had a big miss there. So now Marc Andreyko is up on the wheel, and he's only down by 1. So if he can get himself a category that he's good at, he puts himself in a nice position here.
And for Bibbiani, it's one of the rare times in life that Albert Finney is a wrong answer.
Yeah, that's true. There's the spin.
Let's go. Spin is it. A lot of
there. Bibbiani's kicking himself over that Albert Finney thing. You can see it. Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta take a breath and let it go. He is coming down on
Monster
Monster
which is a strength of Bibbiani's.
It was a
he's keeping it. Interesting.
All right, sir. 4 questions in this category. Monster movies. You like how I say that?
I love it.
You don't. You don't. Admit you don't.
I didn't hear anything you said.
Okay. First question. Mechagodzilla first appeared in what film?
Multiple choice.
A. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. B. Terror of Mechagodzilla. C. Godzilla, Tokyo SOS.
A.
D. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla.
A. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Tie game.
That is correct.
Damn you, Mechagodzilla!
Question number 2 out of 4. In Trick or Treat, what is the name of the small boy?
Sam.
2 points. I feel as though he was yelling at me directly.
Yeah.
All right, third question. Who played screenwriter and hero Jack Driscoll in 2005's King Kong?
Jack Black. Or no. Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody.
That's correct for 2 points.
And your last question here, Marc Andreyko in the world of monster movies.
All right. What is the name of the domesticated zombie who shoots Captain Rhodes?
Bud.
What was it? What was it?
Bud.
That's incorrect.
Bub is correct.
Bub is correct. Steel. Big steel. Big steel. 13-11.
Look at that.
13-11. All right. See, so I want to point something out here. Marc Andreyko is an honest player. When you say what, he said the same thing that he said the first time. Just making that clear. Thank you, Marc Andreyko. Appreciate the honesty.
Can I get a point for that?
No. All right. Here we go.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, you still have a 2-point lead here going into round number 3. This is the betting round. Ken Knapsack. It'll work like this. Marc Andreyko will spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that is the category we will ask. From 3 points on, they have to bet. They can bet from 0 to 3. Marc, go ahead and spin. So there's the spin on Marc Andreyko. Marc Andreyko spin the betting round.
13-11. Going to round 3.
It's a good spin, Marc.
Good spin indeed. Round around she goes. Where she stops, no one will know. I made that up. Yep.
William Bibbiani can choose. Bibbiani can choose.
That's this choice here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with classics.
Classics indeed.
Bibbiani is taking classics, and we are going to, again, guys, write down the amount of points and how many you want to bet. You can bet up to 3, as low as 0. So go ahead and bet how many you want. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. In the Western, the man who shot Liberty Valance. Who plays Liberty Valance? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, your first one. In the Western, the man who shot Liberty Valance. Who plays Liberty Valance? Bibbiani has 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Marc, how many did you bet?
1.
And you bet?
Jimmy Stewart.
That's incorrect.
I also have Jimmy Stewart, and I bet 2 points.
So Bibbiani's down 2. Andreyko's down 1. So still
9. The answer,
12,
of course, was
9.
Lee Marvin. 12-9.
12 to 9 now is the score, and Andreyko actually finds himself up 3 points now instead of 2. And now we get to the speed round. Now the speed round is going to work like this. The competitors will get 5 questions. Each one is worth 1 point apiece. Whoever buzzes in first will have 2 seconds to answer the question. And if you get it right, it is worth 1 point. If you get it wrong, however, it deducts 1 point. All right, here we go, guys. The first scary movie was released in
2001.
Marc.
1997.
Incorrect. 2000. Marc loses a point. All right, next question. Who directed the 1992 biopic Malcolm X? Marc.
Spike Lee.
1 more point. Okay. Next one. Who played Father Merrin in Marc.
Jason Green.
Incorrect. Max von Sydow.
Oh, that's Karras. Okay.
Yeah, Max von Sydow. So again, okay.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Next question. What is the name of the Samuel L. Jackson's hero alter ego in The Incredibles?
The Iceman.
Mark.
Frozone.
That's correct. Last one. Zack Snyder directed what 2011 film starring Billy Browning? Mark.
Sucker Punch.
Correct. All right. Wow. He gets the buzzers first. But he got himself 1 more point there. He's up 3, and now he's up 4.
Yeah.
He's up 4. So now we take ourselves into the final round here, and it's going to work like this. The competitors will get a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. They will choose between the numbers of 1 and 20. 1 and 20, the first is worth 2, the second 3, and the third 5. Bibbiani has 2 JTEs left. Marc Andreyko has 3 left. Because Marc Andreyko is in the lead here, he is going to have 3 numbers. Go ahead, Mark.
5, 6, and 7.
5, 6, and 7. William Bibbiani.
10, 20, and 8.
10, 20, and 8. William Bibbiani is going to go first here and try to avoid the TKO. He is down by 4 points here. William Bibbiani going to start with category 10. Category 10. All right, William, for your 2-pointer, you chose comic book movies. In Daredevil, which actor-director plays the role of Matt Murdock's
Jon
friend,
Favreau.
Funny Nelson?
Jon Favreau.
For 2 points. All right. Now, to take the lead here, you have a 3-pointer. 3-pointer, and that is category number 20, comedy. Who plays Ron Burgundy's boss in Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy?
Fred Willard.
3 points. Bibbiani takes the lead. All right, so he avoids the TKO, and now Marc Andreyko is up. Marc Andreyko just needs to hit his 2-pointer to send it back to William Bibbiani. Here is Marc Andreyko, who chose category number 5, Ken.
Which is 2000's 2-point question. What actor played Matt Damon's brother in
Heath Ledger.
Grimm?
Heath Ledger.
2 points. 2 points. Right back to Bibbiani here. Now, Bibbiani, if he hits it, it goes back to Marc Andreyko, forcing Marc Andreyko to hit his 3 and his 5, I believe.
Yep.
But if he misses, Marc Andreyko is the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. William Bibbiani, you chose category number 8. That's Will Smith. That's Will Smith. Here we go.
He's nice.
Will Smith makes a cameo in which Will Ferrell comedy?
Will Ferrell comedy.
5,
Semi-pro?
4, 3.
Anchorman 2.
Correct. Saves it over and now avoids it, and now Andreyko is going to have to hit the 5, but he gets the 3 to kind of tee it up.
Mark, you chose number 6. That is in the category of rom-coms. Rom-coms. 3-point question coming in. In 2005's Just Friends, who
Amy
played
Smart.
opposite Ryan Reynolds as his best friend
Amy
and high school
Smart.
crush, Jamie?
Amy Smart. Amy Smart.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
In 2005's Just Friends, who played opposite...
Amy Smart.
So if Marc Andreyko hits the 5-pointer, he is the new champion. However, if he misses it, William Bibbiani will be the new champion. It is the 5-pointer. It is the championship question. Here we go.
All right, you chose number 7, Mark, which corresponds to the category of sports movies. Who stars as the 2 wrestling fanatics, Gordy Boggs and Sean Dawkins, in Ready to Rumble?
David Arquette and Sean William Scott.
And your winner and new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William such a journey. What a battle. Bibbiani takes the title on
That is about the only time since 1999 that Ready to Rumble has factored in anyone's dreams there. What an amazing match. 1 point, Christian. I cannot believe it.
And the Fight Club just misses 1 point. 1 point, and Andreyko has the game of his lifetime, and it was just that 5-pointer there. That is what happens. William Bibbiani is your new movie trivia Schmoedown champion, and that was a battle for the ages. He was down the entire match.
He was down, he came back. Andreyko was very impressive in that speed round, getting to the answers, but he did miss some, so he didn't move that far ahead, and that kind of helped Bibbiani in the end, but you got to take those shots, so I have a lot of respect for what both competitors did here today.
Well, I mean, look at it now. You see, Andreyko, the thing was that Bibbiani, had he lost this match, he was out of the singles tournament. He was gone. Andreyko, that is not the case. Marc Andreyko has already ensured himself a spot in the singles tournament here, and he's got a chance if he can win 3. Maybe Bibbiani will still be the champion at that point because he's got a mountain ahead of him. He's going to be playing either Ben Bateman, John Roca, Mark Riley, or Andrew Guy. One of those 4 guys will be William Bibbiani's first test as champion, and wow, what a match there. That was something. Well, all right, well, let's go and talk to Jen Sturger, who is with both William Bibbiani and Marc Andreyko. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with William the Beast Bibbiani. It's done. It's happened.
I have this wonderful, well, it's a sash now if I wear it like this, but I could also, like, here, or maybe I could, like, wear it as, like, a watch. I don't know. I have a lot of improv games to play, so this is going to be really exciting. This is great. This is really, really nice. It's
You've been
actual
chasing
metal.
this for 2 years.
I have. You know, I wanted, because I don't actually own a belt, so this is actually really great for me. You know, it's nice to have like a real tangible goal. And no, seriously though, this is great. And like a lot of really amazing people have had this belt, and it's a real honor to follow Sam Levine in particular. I think he's the greatest, and I'm just thrilled to be part of the tradition and to be on the record books and to hopefully help be a beacon, I guess. I don't know.
Beast, you were down the entire match though. You had to have been freaking out after the speed round at least.
I thought I wasn't going to win. I thought it was over. I'm glad.
Even down to the last question?
Down to the last question. Like, cause like he got the first one right. He got David Arquette, but no one remembers Scott Conn.
No.
Sorry,
ever.
Scott Conn. It's not your fault. It's Ready to Rumble, you know. Who knew? But like, no.
Does this end your round 3 jinx, you think?
God, I hope so. Like, it all came down to my round 3. Everyone says, "Hey,
well, your final round, yeah."
Yeah, but like, no, like, yeah, that's true. But like, yeah, no, that round really, really went my way. But man, like, this was a scorcher. Like, I was really hoping we could, like, really throw up a lot of points, and we didn't. It was just neck and neck the entire time, and I was always down. And then I pulled it through at the last minute, and boy, is that kind of the story of my life.
For us all. So wait, does this mean you're going to ban chairs now?
Oh, I don't think I have the power to ban chairs, but if I get that power, Thad or Mike, whoever's in charge, yes,
still don't know yet.
We're done with the chairs. There's no more chairs. I don't see why they're necessary. Clearly they work. Can you imagine the match in which everyone wins? That'd be great. Just no chairs.
So obviously now this feels great, but I mean, looking ahead, this doesn't mean that the ride's over for you. You know, there's basically a little mini singles tournament going on right now, and the people that you're going to have to defend this against are no slouches. No. Is there one in particular that you're hoping you get to face next?
Look, I know everyone wants me to face Roca, and why wouldn't you?
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
We want to face Roca, of course. We all want to face Roca. I still want that hat. I'm going to put googly eyes on it. It's going to be cool. But honestly, Roca, you know, my whole thing with Roca, I'm over it. I hope he is too. I want Guy. Guy, I'm going to shut that mouth. Guy, you are bringing a hex upon the league with your negativity, and I want to shut you up with the power of kindness. So, and maybe with this belt. So, that's my dream. I want to take on Guy. I want to take on the guy who took down Merle.
So you just want to be like, where are the belts? Slap! Right here.
Well, I'd probably just give it to him. Just be like, see, it's here. I have the belt, and you don't, Andrew Guy. Nah. And that would be that. Growl, growl.
Growl, growl.
Growl, growl.
So one last thing before we go. Obviously, the teams have been announced for the Anarchy tournament, and you're actually pairing with Matt Nost, and your manager is Emma Fife.
I know. I am so excited.
How crazy is that? You just beat one of hers.
Okay, I had a respectful match with one of hers, and frankly, I think it went really, really well. I'm excited to work with Emma. Emma is the greatest manager this Schmoedown has ever seen. I can only imagine, like, just how glorious it must be to have that sort of support behind you. after the Ricky days. So that would be really, really fantastic. I'm looking forward to working with her, and it's a little awkward with Nose, but let's see what we can do. Come on! Woo! It's a little awkward.
Oh, Mark, you had that match the entire way down to the last question.
Damn,
and then
Scott Conn.
Sports happened.
Yeah, and I swear to God, I'm going to have to look it up. I don't think Scott Conn was in that movie. I swear Sean William
Did you
Scott
know wrestling was a sport?
Sure. If this is a sport, wrestling's a sport, so.
Touche. So, obviously this didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to, but you're still in the singles tournament that's coming up. Who are you looking to face?
Oh, I'm gonna beat Bibbiani again.
Yes?
Yeah, I have to at this point. Third time's the charm. That's what I want more than anything. The only thing that would be more fun would be to go up against Andrew Guy in a championship match.
Everybody wants Andrew Guy. Why Guy?
Because he really played, when he beat Merle, he played one of the most impressive, confident games I've ever seen. And everybody thought it was going to be a rout and be destroyed, and Mr. Guy earned my forever respect for that match, because he deserved to win that match. I think he would have beaten any of us in that match. He was on fire, so, and it shakes things up, you know. It would be great if it was Ben or Andrew against Bibbs in this the challenge for the belt.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of shaking things up, you're going to be pairing with Jeff Snyder in Anarchy.
Yep.
Is that a little weird for you?
No, not really. I mean, Jeff and I get along. I never had any personal issues with him when I left the Lions Den. It was just more a tone thing of that faction than anything else. He's super smart. I think we complement each other really well. He's definitely the bad cop to my good cop, but I think that balances out well, and Roxy will be an interesting addition, because I think Roxy's a really good manager. So it'll be fun. It's not going to be as weird as who are you managing again?
Matt Nost and somebody else. Is that weird at all? Weird? I don't know if weird is the word that I would necessarily use to describe it. I mean, simply based on the performance in that last match. I mean, listen, Marc Andreyko, yes, unfortunately did not come out on top, but he played the game, all right? Based on this other person's performance in the speed round, I didn't really see a whole lot of initiative, which is the kind of thing that I look for in my competitors, so it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Well, if anyone can groom them, we know it's you, Emma. So, you guys, Rachel, Clark, you guys have a really big match coming up this week. You know, this is obviously your chance at the title for teams. How are you feeling going into this?
I mean, I really want a belt. I think this is known. And I think Rachel and I are hungry and we're ready. And yeah, I mean, I think we're ready. We want to go play. Like, after watching this match and after watching all these great matches that have come out the last handful of weeks, like, we're ready to go. I'm ready to go play.
Absolutely, and you know, we still don't know who Brienne's mystery partner is, but you know, we're of the mind that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, we're studying, we're practicing, we're spending time together, we're getting ready, we will be ready, and we're going to take those belts.
So whoever walks through that curtain, you're ready to face.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And if I can give one last shout out to my teammates, for both of my recent matches, we've all gotten together and practiced and rehearsed, and even more so than just playing with buzzers and stuff, having a group of people like this on your side, it's like family, and that makes this more fun. And it's why I'm not sad. I would have liked to have won, but I only lost by 1 point. It was a good game. I think the viewers will like it, and I have this great team, so ultimately I get to hang out with cool people, so this is already a win.
So no matter what happens during Anarchy, the Fife Club is here to stay.
Oh, yeah. The Fife Club is not going anywhere. I mean, here's the thing is, yes, Anarchy is coming up. Again, I don't know who Mike Kalinowski is blackmailing to make this happen, but here we are. And at the end of the day, this is my team. This is my faction. Andreyko and Clark and Rachel, they are my competitors. And, you know, Anarchy has yet to happen. And ultimately, you know, this is my team right here. And they are going to be the team champions because, my goodness, we won a belt at this point. It's going to be on our next shirt.
Well, best of luck to you ladies this week. We're all rooting for you. And Mark, we'll see you again soon.
Oh, you can count on it.
No surprise there. William Bibbiani taking that moment. He is excited, and the Shire Wolves have an opportunity this Friday
to be the first ones in the Five Club to take the championship, but Marc Andreyko has nothing to hang his head at all. It was a great battle, and he hit one of the two names. He just missed the other one.
I couldn't believe it. You get David Arquette, who of course actually was the WCW World Champion after a promotion of this movie, but then coming down to Scott Conn. Wow, it was so close, but I tip my hat to both these guys.
It was as good as the first one. It was maybe not the amount of questions right, but it was the drama, the suspense. It's a championship match. It's everything that you wanted. But now Bibbiani is the movie trivia Schmoedown champion. He's accomplished his dream. He is the champion, and now he's going to be having everybody kind of gunning for him. So yeah, we got something coming up. But look, there is so much happening here as the Shire Wolves are going up for the team championship against Breanne Chandler and a mystery partner. We still don't know who Breanne's partner is. That happens this Friday. Who will be the champions? After all, Breanne is cashing in on that free-for-all victory, and she is taking her shot at winning the team championship against the Shire Wolves. And on September 8th, Anarchy begins. That's right, the team tournament. We have Stacey Howard and her partner Winston Marshall go up against the team of the Outlaw John Roca and Dangerous Dan Mull. And then in the title match, Jason Inman will be playing the amazing Mara Kanopik, defending the championship live. Buy your tickets now, schmoedownlive.com. Ken, this was something.
This was something, but big things still to come for these competitors and these matches. Look what you're talking about. Championship goal, big time live events. Get involved. Schmoedown's on fire.
And thank you as far as getting involved, all you guys who have been involved in the Patreon. Thank you to all our patrons. Schmoedown is something that we're very passionate about, and you guys have helped make this happen. Patreon.com/Schmoedown. And by the way, if you didn't know, there are exhibition matches that you guys can get. There's one with Andreyko and Bibbiani and Cushing and Levine and Roca. They played an exhibition match. You can get that. There's a Jurassic Park Ironman match happening this month. And then in September, myself and Mark Ellis finally go head-to-head. That's exclusive for you guys on Patreon. Make sure you go and check it out. Go sign up now. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to you, Ken Nevsock.
First time you said that. I appreciate it.
All right. Congratulations to Marc Andreyko for a great match, and congratulations to our new movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, William the Beast Bibbiani. Chris Clark is smiling right now. See you later.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown. Starting off in round one, it's a back and forth battle between these two. No one is able to hold on to a lead, and the round ends in a 5-5 tie. That is well underneath Bibbiani's average of 7 points. Getting into round two, this is where it seemed like Bibbiani started to lose grasp on the match, and he uncharacteristically went 2 of 4 for 4 points, but more importantly, he got burned for 3 points due to Andreyko being able to take advantage of the steal opportunities. Now it was time for Andreyko, and he seemed to be cruising along in the monster category until we got to his fourth question.
What was it? What was it?
Bud.
That is incorrect.
Bub.
That's correct. Bub is correct. Steal. Big steal.
It's at this point, the match dynamic completely changes. Andreyko could have been enjoying a 6-point lead. Instead, it was now a 2-point lead thanks to the successful steal by Bibbiani. This sequence of events would ultimately impact the results of this match in a very major way. Getting on with round 3, Andreyko was able to add a point to his lead despite both players answering incorrectly. And as it was time for the speed round, Andreyko took control by being able to buzz in on all 5 questions. However, he was 3 of 5 and in the end only scored 1 point, but it does extend his lead over Bibbiani. Heading into the final round, Andreyko had a lead of 13-9. In the entire history of the Singles League Championship matches, of which there has now been 13 in the Collider era, only 1 saw a comeback win, and that was in Roca Riley 3 when Riley overcame a 3-point deficit. In the final round, Bibbiani had to do something he hasn't done since his debut match against Marc Andreyko, and that was going 3 for 3 for the full 10 points, and he did exactly that. With it all on the line, Andreyko was unable to pull out his 5-pointer, and William Bibbiani is now the new Singles League champion. Inside the numbers for today's matchup, Marc Andreyko answered 15 of 23 for 65% correct. As for William Bibbiani, he went 11 of 17 for 65% as well. But technically, Bibbiani's accuracy rate is lower than Andreyko's in this match, so that means his win is only the third time in a title match that the winner of the match had a lower accuracy rate than the loser. Also, Bibbiani accomplished a couple of firsts after this match. Amazingly, this is the first time in Bibbiani's career he has won back-to-back matches, and that also makes him the first league champion to never string together 3 or more wins before claiming the belt. If you want to find out other stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on the Collider Podcast Network on YouTube and the Collider Factory Podcast feed. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about...
Well, the Beast, Bibbiani, has done it. He is the champion. Congratulations, Beast. You earned it. I think you've overcome your bad luck of not finishing in the final round. Kudos to you, Marc Andreyko. What can I say, man? You're a member of the Fight Club. I wanted you to win. You just came up short, but you're still a kick-ass competitor. I can't wait to see how you do in the singles tournament. It was a great match. No doubt about it. I want to see the Fight Club with some belts. But I feel good on Friday. The Shire Wolves, they're going to take care of business. I feel good about that. So yeah, great match. If you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, ChrisWoodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. Also, we do new episodes of Schmoedown All Access every Sunday on the Jack of All Trivia YouTube channel. You can also find our interviews with the Beast William Bibbiani, Ben Bateman, Marc Canopik. They were all kick-ass people. I had a fun time interviewing. So, until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub, peace.